What if the secret to truly incredible meals wasn't some complicated technique, but something you could grow, like right in your own kitchen? That's the whole idea behind Verdant Vertical, which is way more than just a cookbook. It's kind of like a revolution in flavor. So let's get into it.
I mean, just imagine this for a second. What if your garden was always in season, just a few steps away from your stove? That's really the core promise of this book, to put the freshest ingredients you could possibly get right at their peak of flavor at your fingertips, literally, whenever you feel inspired. So what exactly is the Verdant Promise? Look, it's not about going out and buying a bunch of new gadgets to clutter up your kitchen. Not at all. It's about transforming your cooking with one single, really powerful idea. That ultimate freshness creates unforgettable flavor. I just love this line from the welcome letter in the book. It says, every meal is an opportunity to create memorable moments. It just perfectly sets the tone, right? Cooking isn't just about feeding yourself. It's about turning every single meal into a chance for a truly memorable moment. And here's the thing. This isn't some intimidating book just for pro chefs. Their commitment is super clear. Precise, accessible recipes that actually break down professional techniques so that anyone can do them. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, this book is absolutely designed for you. All right, let's start our culinary day with breakfast, because this is where you really first see how ingredients that are truly fresh, like just picked fresh, can completely elevate even the simplest meal. Okay, take a look at this, the Verdant Sunrise Frittata. I mean, wow. The book describes it as a dish where earthy microgreens dance with creamy goat cheese and sun-dried tomatoes. You see, it's not just food, it's basically a work of art to kick off your day. And this just shows you how beautifully simple the process is. You whisk, you sauté, you sprinkle, you bake. The real magic isn't in some complicated technique. It's in that vibrant punch of flavor you get from freshly harvested microgreens, which are basically these tiny baby plants, just packed with concentrated flavor that starts to fade the second they're cut. And I love this, the cookbook is also packed with these fantastic little pro tips. This one is so key for a perfect frittata. It's a tiny piece of advice that makes a huge difference, making sure you get that creamy, custardy texture every single time. And the creativity just keeps on coming. I mean, the table of contents is full of incredible ideas, from a super zesty avocado toast to, get this, a breakfast pizza with fig jam and prosciutto. It completely redefines what a morning meal can even be. Of course, that whole philosophy extends right into the middle of the day, turning what could be a simple lunch into what the book calls a midday masterpiece. Yeah, forget your standard sandwich. The cookbook suggests things like butter lettuce tacos, using that crisp, fresh lettuce as the actual taco shell, or a sun-kissed tomato elixir, a soup that's all about capturing that intense, sweet flavor that you only get from a perfectly ripe tomato. So, this is it. This is the core idea, the whole Verdant philosophy in a nutshell. It's not about inventing crazy new dishes. It's about taking food we already know and love and basically rediscovering it through the incredible taste of ingredients that were harvested just moments before cooking. All right, now for the evening meal. This is where the whole philosophy really comes together. Dinner isn't just the end of the day. It becomes a real celebration of flavor. Just think about your favorite comfort foods for a second. Now, imagine them with an intensity you've probably never experienced before. A spicy pesto made with arugula that has a genuine peppery kick, or stuffed shells where the spinach is so fresh it just transforms the entire dish. But this is where the cookbook takes a truly unexpected and, frankly, brilliant turn. Just when you think you've got it all figured out, it pushes the boundaries of what you thought was even possible with fresh greens. Just look at this comparison. On one side, you've got your standard desserts, cake, ice cream, pie. On the other, the Verdant Vertical take. Radish sprout brownies, kale-infused apple crisp. It sounds wild, I know, but it's such a bold, inventive way to show just how unbelievably versatile these ingredients can be. So let's bring all of this back home. This is about so much more than just reading recipes. It's about changing the very source of your ingredients, and in doing that, changing your cooking forever. Ultimately, Verdant Vertical is more than just a cookbook. It really is a guide to a whole new lifestyle. It's about creating this direct, tangible connection between your kitchen and your garden, and just infusing every single meal with a freshness that you can truly, truly taste. And that really leaves us with one final, powerful question to think about. How would your cooking and your sheer enjoyment of food change if your ingredients were always at their absolute peak of flavor and nutrition? Something to think about.